Hi, this is Christopher Lewis, and welcome to Dating Intelligence, the podcast where we give relationship advice from dating to marriage and everything else in between. And always with the goal of helping you to continuously be the best you at all times.
So if you're looking for real life and honest information to help you navigate your relationships, we've got you covered.
We got you covered. Hey guys, hello. Welcome to another episode. And hi, Jamie.
I almost cut you off. Did
funny.
You read my energy?
I did. You almost got me laughing. It's rare that she gets me laughing, but you almost got me that time.
I was like,
zzz, zzz. All right, guys, we are going to jump this one today because we are just because this woman's just awesome. We got to get her going on the show. All right. So our guest today is a Russian-born, LA-based musician whose singing range goes from the angelic sounds of her single, Tell Me, to the down and dirty rapid style of her latest track, OPA. Please welcome the gorgeous and sensational Ksenia from the forest to the show.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
I love it. You're clapping.
I love
Why
it.
am I
Thank you
clapping with
so
her?
much. You guys are so sweet. You guys are very sweet.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm literally clapping with her.
You got so excited. Her energy is contagious.
Ooh, maybe that should be a versus game for the app. So, Ksenia, we have this sponsor. It's called Versus Game, and literally, maybe we should see if we can get our guest to clap. That should be a game before we do it. Can we get Ksenia to clap or something like that on the next one?
Oh, okay.
We'll make
like our
something
next guest, if we can get him to clap.
Yes.
Okay, so me and you will clap, and then we'll see if we can get
it's
our
contagious.
next guest
It's like
to
it's
clap.
contagious, right? Yeah.
We'll see if she claps. Yeah. Okay, that's our next game.
contagious.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it with Kat.
Awesome.
Okay,
yes,
I like
perfect.
it.
I like that. All right, guys, that's our plug. Versus Game. Where you guys got to check it out and everything as well. All right, Ksenia. Well, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing?
Oh, I like the sound of that.
I was too much friends recently.
So tell us, we're back. We were here on Grammys weekend, by the way.
Yes,
So were you there last night?
Yes.
How was it?
I'm hangover. It was such a blast. I can't. It's so rare when you vibe with. You vibe with people, but you vibe so well and laugh your ass off. Hasn't happened to me since 1929. I'm kidding. I wasn't born then, but it was a blast.
Good.
It was a true blast.
That's awesome.
So-
And plus, you're around your people, right?
Yeah. So highlight from last night. What was your highlight?
I don't know. Everything is highlighted. So many moments, and I'm not promoting drinking alcohol, but
Never.
I'm not promoting drinking tequila either. But I really enjoyed drinking.
Oh, that was her
because
highlight.
I haven't been drinking for a whole last year, but I had tequila shots and I was in the delightful mood. I don't know, maybe this is what tequila does to your body.
Right.
And everything. And when I'm in delightful mood, I can see I have appreciation for everything, and everything is a great fucking highlight moment.
In her element, I feel like with the music, which is her element,
Yes.
and adding tequila to that is just going to be euphoric for you, really. So,
yeah.
ergo the hangover.
Yeah, I want to know why you haven't been drinking. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Oh my goodness, I've been kind of sickish.
Oh, well, let's get into that, by the way. So guys, this is, Ksenia's, we're going to jump in this topic really faster since we're on this note. The topic for the day is called taking care of sick. Are you someone who wants to be taken care of? Or are you one of those people where it's like, I'm sick, leave me alone. I don't need anything for you. So Ksenia, but first of all, what are you? Do you like being taken care of? Do you like just to be on your own in that sake?
Depends on the situation.
Okay. Yeah.
You know how you normally get sick with something and then you go to the doctor and they give you a prescription and you take medicine and you recover.
Yes.
So any person would, go to the doctor and get treated and then they're gonna feel good.
Right.
So if I had COVID and I appreciated all the flowers were sent to me. People would leave me something at the door.
Aw.
So sweet. There was but then you recover this. But then when you have something ongoing and it doesn't go away, and you have, I don't want to go into too much details what was really happening, but I had a lot of health problems last year.
Okay.
And it had to do with physical pain, and it had to do with taking a lot of antibiotics. And doctors just prescribe them nonstop.
Yeah.
And you take them and they don't work and they try another antibiotic. Meanwhile, your immune system getting fucked Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that?
you
curse
can.
words?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then it was surprising to me to see how my friends were. At first, you want to tell everybody, "Fuck, this is what's going on." Like, everyone is like, "Oh, yeah, let's go to the doctor." But then you go to one doctor, and then
Yeah.
and you have this ongoing thing, and everyone and then at some point, I would be like, "Well, I'm still not feeling well," and then that would be like, "Really? Again?
Oh,
Seriously?" And I'll
like
be
now it's becoming a chore for them.
And
Yeah.
then are you almost like embarrassed to like
so-
speak up?
So I just shut the fuck up, and I was like, and
So you're dealing with pain in silence.
Yep. And I dealt with, and then in the meantime, I try to figure out how do I fix myself, because, and then I had therapy with my therapist. She was like, you're acting like a victim. And I was like, because you need attention. I'm like, well, I get attention on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So what is, I mean,
Did you fire her?
yeah. Yeah. And then, so this thing, so I was, okay, I was apparently a victim, but then I was like, well, how am I a victim if I don't even talk about it to anybody? Just to you
Yeah.
or to the doctors that I go to. And then she'd be like, oh my God, you're a double victim. Look at me, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, and I'm not even saying anything. I'm such a double victim. Have you ever heard of such thing?
No, I have not.
No. Usually a therapist will let you identify your weaknesses and give you cues, but they don't tell you what you are or what you aren't, in my opinion. Right?
I don't.
But I mean, even by you sharing and opening up, like someone that talks to you in a way like that, it's automatically
that's
like a
very
negative.
strange.
That's why immediately I'm like, oh, I hope you fired her.
Yeah, I don't.
Was there a degree on the wall with this person's facility?
Well,
You know?
I would assume that it would have been like over FaceTime
Oh,
because
gotcha.
it was
Yeah, that's-
probably
yeah, that's
during
true. Okay.
during
All
that
right.
COVID time.
Okay.
Zoom conversations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that from like a therapist, and hopefully she did not take a lot of your money in the process, because sometimes when people say things, and we've talked about this before, we identify with it. So sometimes it's hard to get over that. So even if you didn't feel like you were the victim, by someone saying, oh, you're the victim, it gives that power. And all of a sudden our self-esteem is like,
Right.
fuck, because we want to be better. You want to be better.
Yeah.
And that's why you went to see her.
Exactly.
So by her saying those things, it made you question yourself again, because you want to get better. So you're going to look at yourself and be like, am I doing this?
Right.
I don't feel like you are, because I identify more with you. Like, no, she already has all the attention that she needs. She's an amazing artist. She's beautiful. She's already doing all these things. Like, something is going on in her
Right.
body.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
also- yeah.
after that, then what happened then after all this? Then I mean, obviously you with your friends and things like that, and how did that make you feel?
I felt mostly like I'm on my own in this, and I have to, and I had just a kind of recurring sort of infection. So sorry to be like,
Okay.
No.
and that would not go away.
Yeah.
And so, okay, I lost the train of thought.
It's okay.
You had an infection.
Yeah.
It didn't go away.
Yeah, so I felt very much on my own, and I had to figure out the source, and then everyone's like, also, oh my God, everyone wants to kind of help, but I guess I do not want to be helped, because everyone's like, well, you don't live your life correctly. You're not spiritual enough. It's because you have all these fears, or it's because somebody put a curse on you. Then let's go to church. And like all of this, I was getting crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it, everybody. I'm feeling great. I'm not gonna even share. I'm gonna figure it out in silence. But I had this, it's kind of a mild annoying issue. I can't imagine how people live that are like sick with cancer, or like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine whoever, like I also did some research on people that live in chronic pain, and they have to like go to work, and and then I realized like there's only so much you can do per day when you're in pain. And then it made me, I think, more empathetic with people who are in pain, and there is no solution for them. And sometimes I feel like for somebody who is going through that, it's important to just sit with them. Just say nothing, do
exactly.
nothing, just sit
Just
with
be
them.
there and show up.
Just, talk about something else. Don't talk about the issue. Just talk about, I don't know, just be with the person, be kind. Don't abuse them. Don't tell them there is a curse on them or they lived the life wrong. Or,
That's
Jesus.
actually great advice.
I feel traumatized.
I love
sorry you have to
that.
go through that.
No, that's a great solution or like option for someone, because when there's no cure for the pain, like she said, sometimes just sitting with them and being present is all they need, because clearly her friends can't heal or make her feel any better, but just being there and listening is maybe that's what you needed, not to be like broken down and told all these things that are wrong with you.
You need more of a distraction, and that's what they're there for, to listen and to be a distraction for all the other stuff going on inside, so you don't have to think about it. But when they're doing that, it's almost like it makes you think more. Like you said, it's going to drive you nuts though at that point in time. I can only imagine how crazy you've probably started feeling,
Yeah.
because you start internalizing all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then what do you guys think about psychosomatic stuff? Like, do you believe that by thinking thoughts a certain way, it can cause problems with your body?
Yes.
You believe in that?
I do believe in it.
100% for me.
I don't, I need a proof, like I need
Okay,
physical
so
proof.
I'll help you.
Okay.
And there's a book you can read. Have you heard of Joe Dispenza?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so Joe Dispenza kind of changed my mindset on this. And he talks about it all the time. Like, do you think that we can, do you think we can make ourselves sick mentally?
I mean, if you are like, I need physical, like something should not be technically working to cause a problem.
Right.
That's what I think.
Okay, so I used to believe that too, but do you think, and then let me ask one more question. Do you think that we can heal ourselves without going to the doctor?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I know that to be true. I know that I can heal my body through like my meditation, eating good foods, and my mindset. So if we can heal ourselves, why can't we make ourselves sick
Yeah.
with our thoughts?
Yep.
So if you're constantly being fed negative and you're around like negative energy, you're putting crap in our body, we're eating bad, using drugs, drinking, all that's going to affect us physically and mentally.
Right.
So our state of mind is off. And that's why they call it disease. It's dis-ease. We're not at ease with ourselves mentally or physically.
Yeah.
But then, so if you're eating and drinking, doing drugs, you technically hurting your body with your like, and that's what makes you kind of sick.
Well, I mean, but
mentally can feed to it too. Like people that are mentally ill, that's why mental illness is a real thing, because it creates a whole skew of other issues. And I'm not a huge proponent of antibiotics and drugs. So I feel, being a mother, like I didn't take anything that was prescribed for my children. I healed all organically and naturally.
I love it. This is the best.
I am a huge proponent of herbs. I struggled from vertigo really bad, and the only herb I could find to help me was astragalus, and it was a Chinese herb. It's not sold a lot of places, so I would capsule my own astragalus, and I started taking it, and it helped build my immune system. So there's other alternatives. When we take antibiotics, narcotics, anything like that, 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, it creates other issues. So yes, you'll heal the high blood pressure, but all of a sudden something else is going to show up. So instead of taking the medication for high blood pressure, you take hawthorn berry, which helps lower your blood pressure. And it's an herb. It's a frickin' berry.
Right. So
but it's not pushed by our.
But off of that, though, I agree with her about also some disagreement, because the fact that like I would take the antibiotics or the drugs, but on what the good news is that I also know that it's a spiritual mindset for me, that I'm gonna take the necessary steps mentally to make myself better. So if I need like whatever say for heart, for high blood pressure, right? If I have that and I'm taking, let's say, the prescription drug, I'll take it, but I'll also make sure that I follow up on eating better. I'll go work out. I'll do the steps to make myself better, and not just kind of just take that and do nothing, just continue on that same downward spiral by taking the meds, like you said. And I'm a proponent of both, actually. I'm not denying either or.
And I'm not saying that I'll never take an antibiotic because I'll give an example.
Right.
I had a freaking sty on my eye for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker's not going away. And so I finally contacted my physician. I'm like, I have this sty. And he's like, I'm going to put you on an antibiotic. I'm like, no, I don't need an antibiotic. How long is it going to take for it to go away on its own? He goes, it could take months. He goes, the antibiotic could speed it up. It's your choice. At that point, I had 3 events coming up. I had already done my podcast. I'd done a commercial. I have the sty. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to take the antibiotic. I took I think it was amoxicillin.
Yeah.
Within 5 days, it was gone.
Yeah.
So that was a case where it worked. But I also know that the antibiotic not only took care of the bad bacteria in my body, it also killed the good bacteria in my gut. So now I'm acidophilus cultures and I'm trying to rebuild that good bacteria in my gut. I upped my probiotics. So
Yeah. So that I also believe in, because like that, I guess what she said, like I would do what she does if I knew more about it. If I knew more about that, like you were on top of it, I would do more stuff like that. And I'm a big proponent of, like I said, first of all, like the somatic part of it. It's just like, I believe that starts in your mind. And we've seen a lot of people, like for instance, who have cancer and right away, they're not bummed about it. They go, I'm going to beat this. And it has to start from here.
Yes.
The ones that wallow in it a little bit more, and this is why we're on this topic, taking care of sick. It's like, I always feel like the ones who wallow in it, you're already at a kind of a little bit lost in theory, because now it's going to be harder to get healthier because your brain's telling you one thing, your body's telling you another, the same thing, but it's more magnified. And like she said, you mentioned something earlier about how you said, if someone called, like you had a child and you said, you're a bad kid. And all they hear now is bad, bad, bad. And then all of a sudden they go, I'm a bad kid. And they feel like they're bad. So what's going to happen? They're going to start acting.
I'm going to give you an analogy. I'm going to, because I feel like she'll be able to relate to this. Have you ever, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
You're good. As long as you're on the same.
A singer. So there is a mom and her daughter, this is a true story.
Okay.
The mom is in like chronic pain. So she comes home, headache from hell, single mom, and her daughter is like in the best mood and she's running around the house and she's singing, she's happy as can be, and the mom is just like, she's had it, her headache is intensifying. And she turns to her daughter and is like, you need to stop singing, your voice isn't even good. And she didn't mean that her voice isn't good, but because she was so frustrated in the moment, those words that she spoke gave power. And now this girl's 7 years old and she doesn't even like to talk because that's her mom. Her mom loves her and she's so afraid that her voice isn't beautiful. So now not only did she have a beautiful voice and she had potential to sing, not saying that she still doesn't, her mom kind of killed that in her with just those words alone.
Oh, I can totally relate. I grew up being told a lot of shit. So
yeah. So
Right.
I think that our words, our feelings, the things that we say to ourselves, they hold a lot of power, and we can self-heal and help. And I'm gonna send you a book because I actually want you to read it. It is by Joe Dispenza, and I'll actually pay for your Gaia, because if you're not like a big reader, then I feel like you should listen to him when you travel, when you drive. I want you to listen to his book and his story, and it might change and I'm not here to change your opinion one way or the other, just to provide a little value and let you decide,
Thank you.
But it's just a different perspective.
Yeah, totally. I'm open to all kinds of perspectives.
Okay. Jamie, do you ever have one of those days when you're feeling stressed, anxious, or just a little off? Whether it's created by finances or just the work day or just, quite frankly, anything in your relationship.
Yeah, sometimes we have symptoms and we don't even realize, like, for example, I can't sleep.
Right.
Overeating.
Well, I get moody. When I get in those moods, I get really moody. And I know that I just don't want to talk to anybody or do anything, but I know that I need to talk to someone. So there's this site called BetterHelp.com. And at BetterHelp.com, it's a customized online therapy that offers videos, phones, and even live chat that you can speak with someone. Or if you don't want to have them on video, you can just turn the video off at the same time. But for all of our listeners now, we'll give you, it's an affordable in-person therapy.
I think that's so amazing. So literally you just call in
Yeah.
and set your appointment.
Right. And for all of our listeners out there, we'll give you 10% off for the first month if you sign up right now. And all you have to do is go to betterhelp.com/dateintel. That's once again, BETTERHELP.com/dateintel. DATEINTEL.
I love it.
But you're better now, right?
Oh my God.
Like,
Thank
think
God.
about it though, the potential or possibility,
Yeah.
if you could heal yourself, doesn't that sound like an amazing thing to believe in?
Right.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first of all, the body's an amazing thing in itself. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we were, made to self-heal and this and that to a certain part of our lives. And then all of a sudden, if it can't do it anymore, that's when it gets, we degenerate. But we're meant to heal ourselves in general. So I agree with that 100%. And I feel like you said, with all the natural stuff that you can take, it's out there in the universe, and it's always been there. It's always been there.
Yeah. People just don't know because it's not pushed and talked
Right.
about a lot.
And it's not easy. Like I said, I admit that it's not easy because you have to really understand it and understand what you need for that. So I like listening to you. I just need to be a little more aware and try. Oh, what's the alternative? What's the home remedy
I can
alternative
help
or
you.
something? Okay.
Ask me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going
I'm a
to
big
ask
fan
her.
of Chinese medicine myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
astragalus is actually a Chinese herb that helps with the immune system. What are your, if you don't mind me asking, what were your symptoms and pain? Look how beautiful she is. Oh my
The
gosh.
smile.
But
I mean, then I'll just tell everybody what happened. And it's kind of a little bit too much information. I'll tell you in person.
okay.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure whatever it is,
Yeah.
there's someone else that's experienced it as
100%.
well.
I know that 100% people experience that, and they
Yeah.
probably don't know the solution. And I wish when I feel when it's super behind,
Yes.
I'll probably talk like openly about it.
Yeah.
And it's fixable in Russia. They don't do this kind of. So I had a surgery, so they don't do this kind of surgeries.
Okay.
here.
Why do they not? Do you know why?
They just don't know about it.
But it's something that's more common in Russia?
It's. I think it's common everywhere, but in Russia they just figured it out.
She's saying the procedure's probably not
Procedure.
fully
They don't do it
everywhere,
here.
I
right?
know
Yeah.
that we are behind medically. So there are a lot of things that are available in Europe that
procedure-wise,
just aren't
especially because everything's got to go
available
through
here.
more of approval methods, and
Which is
stuff.
the FDA,
Yeah.
and I feel like our FDA, I'm sorry, you guys, but it's such a fucking major scam.
Yeah.
Like there's so much that they feed us and pretty much brainwash us and tell us that's good and healthy for us, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a whole nother,
Right. It's for the pharmacies to make money.
Yeah,
That's a lot
episode.
Of it too, so.
It's such a business, you
Yeah,
guys.
right.
Oh my God.
Right. Well, when you're normally sick, are you happy when you're normally sick? Light sick, not
because
like,
I always see you happy
yeah,
as can
you
be.
seem like happy as a lark all the time, by the way.
If you saw me happy last year, I must have taken a painkiller.
Okay. Well, what about you when you get sick? How do you like? Do you like to be by yourself? Do you like being taken care of?
I don't want to be taken care of. I
Yeah.
like to be by myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't want to be bothered. And I'm not a big complainer, but I'm like, ugh, my stomach hurts. Ugh, my stomach hurts. And then I
Yeah.
feel like my partner will be like, dude, I know your stomach hurts. Like, stop saying your stomach hurts. But it fucking hurts.
Okay.
You know?
Right. And for you to say it must be hurting pretty bad then at that point.
Yeah, because I typically don't tend to
complain.
complain,
Yeah.
but I don't want.
She's a badass.
Yeah, she is, right?
Yeah, she's a badass.
Yeah, so that's true.
So, yeah, what about you? Taking
I'm
care
not a
of
complainer.
or?
Like I'm the type where even when I'm sick and like I remember the first time I got the flu was 2 years ago before COVID hit, and I was just like, I got home from work, got out of the shower, and I was like shaking, and I was like, why am I so cold? And I was like, oh my God. And my girlfriend goes, get in bed. So I got in bed and I passed out. The next morning I had to start at 5 a.m. And so I go out to play tennis, and halfway through the first time I'm like seeing triple, and I go, I'm not feeling well. And I went through 3 lessons like that because I always feel it's a mind over matter for me. I can shake it off. And sure enough, I went home 3 lessons later and I was out. I was physically hurting, painful, and I had the flu. And I didn't know what that felt like. So I just tried to just shake it off, throw some dirt on it, what they always say. But that's
Right.
me. I'll throw dirt on it and keep going because I say it's mind over matter for me always. Like I feel like for me, like I have a really high pain threshold because I know it's just it's physical. And if it's just mind over matter, it's like the thing where you get a little scratch and all of a sudden you go on the line, oh, whoa. oh, I have a scratch. You know, when you sometimes have a scratch,
And
you don't
then it
realize
hurts
it. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it
'cause you
hurts.
saw it.
Or like a kid. The kids are the best example. They only cry when someone's around. Have you ever noticed little kids? So like if a kid falls down or something and you
Nobody
act like you don't
sees?
want, no, you turn, like I usually turn away because I act like I don't. No, seriously, because you laugh, because I know they're going to cry. And so if you
Yeah.
watch them closely, what they do is that they'll get up, they'll look around without crying, and all of a sudden they find their target. And all of a sudden, that's when the tears start going at that point because they find their safety net, you know, and the safety net. And so sometimes but if you think about it, they would get up, and if there's no one around, they wouldn't cry. If they didn't, someone that didn't make them feel safe, they would not cry.
I see a kid fall and I clap. I'm like, yeah, good job. Give me a high five. And then they get excited. And then I'm like,
Reverse
shit,
psychology
does he
with
need
this one.
stitches? They're like, Jamie, he just busted his
Their
ass.
hands dangling, their arms all dangle from a
I'm like,
broken
that
bone.
was so cool.
Yeah.
So funny.
So funny. So, well,
Okay,
can we go music? Can we
Yeah.
talk about what's going on with the
do
music?
music.
So, yeah.
Can we play a little clip of one of her songs, Travis? Good morning, Travis.
Hi,
Good
Travis.
morning.
Good morning.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Let's listen to
Look how
the
sexy
girl
Travis
from the
is.
forest.
Yes, let's do
please
it.
do.
Travis, you're so sexy.
Yeah.
So sexy.
By the way, we have to get into your name, by the way, too. I want to
Yeah,
know
let's
where the
talk
girl
about
from the
it.
forest came from. So,
I'll tell you all.
yeah.
Let's what it.
right.
Here's some music.
Okay.
This is the chorus. I'm not from the city, I'm the girl from the forest.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we got a lot of dudes named Boris. If you come to my town, you won't know where the store is. This is the chorus, I'm the girl from the forest. Always winning, never losing.
Love it. Yeah.
So
I love that. I
good.
love that, by the way. Yeah. I love, by the way, okay, since we're on this note.
Do you
now,
write all your
yeah.
own stuff?
Yes.
That's one question
But I mean,
want to know.
with my producer.
Okay, all right.
Together.
Okay, and where did your alter ego rap name come from? K-Sen.
K-Sen?
Yes.
My friend kept calling me, oh, that's K-Sen, that's your rapper's
Nice.
name. When I didn't even rap yet.
Yeah.
He kept saying, that's your rapper's name, K-Sen. What's up, K-Sen? How you doing? And I was like, okay. And then, and then years later when I was like, how do I combine music and comedy? Because I want to do both.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how I'm going to do it. And then I was like, I'm going to become a rapper.
I love like
you.
I remember like when I first heard it, I'm like, oh my God, this girl's so
Yeah.
sick. I freaking downloaded it. I shared it. I sent my friends to your page and I'm like, this is so
It's good.
dope.
Yeah.
The vibe, the beat, like everything. And then it made me laugh. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, and you own it too, and you're doing your rap too. By the way, you're in it, down and dirty. That's why I put the star like she's down and dirty in it because I like your other track, OPA.
Oh, Opa.
Opa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Opa,
I
Opa.
love that. By the way, and then I don't know if you heard her "Tell Me" single. That was a little bit older, but your voice is freaking phenomenal.
Amazing.
It's so angelic and just like you can hit both like the rap and that. Yeah, that's
you.
unbelievable. By
So
the way,
like multi-talented.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you working on anything new right now? What are you excited about?
Yes. I have a new song I have a new song. Do you guys want to hear a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. How are we going to get this on? Because you have to put it in the microphone.
Just place it next to the microphone.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that'll do
let's
it.
do it.
Okay, so next song called Ferrari.
Oh, we get a sneak preview, people, today.
Yes!
When's the release date, if we may ask?
It's not set in.
Okay.
But it's soon.
Okay. Hopefully
Oh.
by the time when we get everyone on board with this one.
I'm gonna play. I'm so
She
excited
has
about
such a
this.
fun personality when she does stuff. It's
I
so
know.
funny.
When she walked in, I was like, whoa, holy hotness.
Really?
Yes, girl.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You have an infectious smile.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, so this is called Ferrari.
Yes. So it's okay. It's about so guys want to like date like hot girls, but they don't want
Mm-hmm. No way.
to. They just want to
is that a
like.
thing, Travis?
They want to.
No,
Like,
I'm joking.
Travis, you want to date hot girls?
I absolutely hate hot girls.
Do you really?
Just kidding. I love them.
Is it because you're hot?
I'm a
You're
hot girl. Yeah.
Travis, I think she's hitting on you, Travis.
What? You trying to say something?
No.
Hey, I'll give you a link to my Tinder profile.
Actually, you guys, when I talk to somebody, everyone thinks I'm flirting. I'm like, no, this is just my personality.
I know. See, hot girl hit. That would be hitting on for me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. so you assume a lot of people are hitting on
No,
you,
no,
yeah?
no. Well, I mean, yes. I mean,
You're
yes.
just like, oh my God, I'm so
Yeah,
hot.
have you seen me?
Everyone's hitting on me. No. It's good. It's good. I always also assume everyone's hitting on me, even though nobody's hitting on me.
Everyone's
yeah,
hitting
right.
on you.
Maybe like 2 people.
Oh, no, girl. Yeah, for sure. All right, so guys assume, go ahead.
Okay. So guys want to date hot girls,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't want to do anything, no effort, and they just want to be like, oh my God, I'm just so mad when girls let guys to 1 a.m. show up, you up, because
Right.
because fuck boys get away with that.
Yeah.
That's why they keep doing that. So can girls just stop replying at 1 a.m. to this fuck boys? Okay, sorry.
No, you're on point with that one. She's on point. You're definitely right.
But
about
maybe
that.
they're using them just like they're trying to use. You know what I mean?
And there's
and-
the two-way street.
Okay,
right
so in according to my friends, most cases it's more because they just can't say no,
Right.
Because they have a crush on somebody who doesn't want to commit to them,
Right.
and it's always, I mean, I don't know every story, but
Yeah.
some people just enjoy hooking up at night.
Right. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. As
No.
long as everyone, like
As
I
long
always
as
say.
everyone's happy, oh my
Thank
God,
you,
yeah.
right?
please
Agreed.
hook up.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. Yeah.
Be safe.
Right. And just be
So
honest about it.
I'm opposite. Like, I feel like I don't want to share myself with someone that's sharing themselves with 10 other girls
Mm.
because I value, not that you don't value yourself, but I
How did I
just
get
feel like, sorry, I'm like coming first or I'm not coming at all.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be anyone else in the rotation or you don't
Yep,
get to hook up.
Yeah.
exactly.
But not like you said, not to say that my way is the right way or whatever, but that's just how I am.
No, I think
I
it's
always
the-
say like I
it's the
want to
right
use
way.
someone for sex, but when it comes down to it, usually it's just not in me.
Yeah,
So
because you have a healthy self-esteem
Right.
and you know what you want.
Right. And when she wants it, she can get it. That's the beauty of it. You know, that's
Yes.
why I say there's like, as long as people own it and say, look, what, like you said, a fuck boy, it's like came over, but you know what? I wanted him to come over. It's like, all right, at
Yeah.
least didn't own
Yeah,
it.
some
you know?
girls
So I
want that.
Yeah. Right. But I hear you though.
But
yeah.
they also want them to commit, but they would never commit because they let them do whatever the fuck they
which,
want.
Which at the
Yes.
beginning of what this whole conversation is like, the guys, she's right. Most guys don't put in the work. She's saying like they just feel like they can just show up to the party and be like, and just kind of like, all right, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, you do everything else.
That's fine
Yeah.
you said the party because I have lyrics in it. You gotta bring the best, the A game to
Okay.
the party.
See?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So
All
the
right.
song called Ferrari.
Gonna tell you one time so you know. Here we go. Don't be mad if I don't call you back. You just probably that kind of guy wanna take, but don't give it back.
Guys,
So
we're
you
getting
got
the first
swagger
here.
and stuff. Now that's a
Ferrari,
plus,
right?
Baby, but
Yeah.
the bare minimum just ain't enough. No, I know you wanna get your hands up on these car keys. Better show me that you got class.
Cause I ain't no Toyota. I drop it down lower. Sleek body with a fine motor.
yeah.
You got good lyrics. Great lyrics, by the way. Same producer, or is this more same
this-
producer?
Same producer.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You guys collaborate really well together.
How long have you guys been working together?
Oh my goodness. I met him on the street in 2009.
What?
Oh, Joe. Yes.
So just
Yes.
like it was like random. What happened?
This is a funny story.
Okay.
I came to America for the first time in 2009, and me and my friend my friend and I. Sorry, my English is when I'm hangover, my English is not as good, but still I can talk. So we came to America together to investigate the situation, and we came to LA. And we knew this guy from New York, and he was like, "Just stay with us, stay with me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we stayed with him for like 3 days, but he was also Russian, and we thought like, well, we met somebody like, from our motherland,
Right.
so it would be cool. So so he just started hitting on us, and
Right.
he was like, well, you guys either have sex with me, or you have to pay to stay with me,
Got
or
it.
you guys go.
He actually said that?
Yeah.
So his nice gesture
What a piece of
came with a demand, basically, is what it was,
Yeah.
which sucks. I'm sorry.
And that was your first kind of like coming to America moment?
Well, we were in New York for like a couple of months. And then at the end of the trip, we were like, well, let's check out Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Diego, because, in case we never come back. We didn't know if we could come back.
Okay.
So, and he kind of kicked us out, and it was like 11 p.m. And we were somewhere in West Hollywood, and we didn't know where we were.
Okay.
And we were just standing with bags. Our phones were dying. We were like, I don't know where we're going. And there was my music producer walking with his girlfriend at the time and his manager and the dog,
Wow.
Dexter. And he was like, are you girls okay? And our English was so bad. So it was like, yes, this guy want to fuck us, but we run away. And and they were like, that's not good. Okay, so let's get you to the hotel. So they drove
Okay.
us to the hotel. And then next day we hanged all together. There was such a fun crew. And then when I came back the second time to America and I reconnected with him, and only lately the music gotten very personal.
Okay.
Before I was scared to write songs in English because it's not my first language. I was scared to express my ideas.
Yeah.
I had this whole transformation because in Russia, the way I was raised, it was a lot of like, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything. You're stupid. Don't sing. Don't embarrass me. Don't laugh so loud. Like, don't this, don't that. And growing up, I was like, oh.
Right.
But then I still was like, this is what I want to do. And I kept going singing and I kept doing everything. And first time I sang, my mom was like, this is embarrassing. You should sing in the choir. But then so I would say naturally from the way I was born, I'm an okay singer, but I think I really worked on developing my skills. So I feel like who I've become is all the self work, honing my skills, like just practice, and then with my English, when it got so much better, and I think in English, and I even dream in English when I sleep, and my comedy is in English, and I think so the latest songs I feel like are the best.
You've developed better. Like they've evolved.
Yeah.
Right. And you can tell with your personality because it's like you really enjoy it as well. And that's the main thing too. So they're funny.
God. I love this. I love this song. Somebody I played this song. Do we have to rub? No? Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I played
we're
this
a
song
wrap-up.
to some person who doesn't know me.
Okay.
And he's a big producer. And he was like, this is so shallow. Like, how old are you? And you can't be writing the songs. You're like, I'm over 30. So, and I was like, well, you don't know me. I'm doing comedy now. Like, this is, and this is
Yeah.
so relatable.
I love it.
I do too.
I was like,
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
too. Yeah. You just stay on your path. You're doing amazing. Don't
Yeah, so-
it's like do it for you first of all, right?
100%.
Yeah.
And there's
live in-
always going to be people that like hate on
course.
your ideas, but I love that you were able to like push through that and you still found your voice, even though your mom and they
Yeah,
tried.
a lot of therapy, so much therapy. But I feel like I'm so aware of myself now. I'm like a super person now. Like,
Good. Wow. She's healthy and super. I love her personality
Me
though.
too.
All right, we have to wrap this one up, ladies. Ksenia, I know, but we'll have
we
you
just
back.
started.
I know, we'll have you back.
know.
But before you go, we get the
Will
answer.
you agree to come back for a part 2?
yes.
You promise?
Yes.
Okay.
I did a lot of open mics in Vegas, so I think I'm gonna be booked soon.
Nice.
Yay!
I love that.
Where are you where can we see you?
Well, I'm gonna find out and I'll let
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do comedy and rap. So this
Oh
is
my
That would
gosh,
be a
I love
great-
it.
that
I
would
actually
be
have a
great.
contact for you too when we get off air.
really.
That I can connect you with. Do you have a question?
Yeah, we're gonna ask the question today for you, and you have to answer
Okay.
it first. Okay? You ready? All right. She's
And
holding
look at her.
shocked.
She's like,
All right.
no.
All right. So,
Okay.
hi guys. Just met you both at an event. How do you both keep up with the lifestyle? I'm a new up and comer creating content, and I'm looking for ways to get out to promote myself more. Any advice to improving my self-image?
This is a lot of questions. This is a lot of questions in one.
Right. Well,
if
go ahead.
So is it a guy or girl?
They don't put a name on it. So.
Okay, so they want to be a creator.
Right. Well, they're a
Yes.
new and up and coming creator, and they just want to know how to promote themselves a little more. I guess is what I got out of it.
Yes.
TikTok, 24/7, 6 times a day. Only TikTok.
Okay.
This is an amazing app with an algorithm that can take you to billion views, and
Right.
and it's free. Literally, it's free. And if you do it, it's like a gambling. Sooner or later, you'll hit. It happens to everyone. And then you just have to keep up.
Yeah, keep up the
Just
work, right?
have to do good content
Right.
all the time. And then you build and you build, and then you build other social medias, and then you keep creating content if this is what you want to do.
Yeah, you got to put in the work. What do you
Yeah.
think, Jamie? Go
I
ahead.
love it. I think
Yeah,
the TikTok is a
a good
great opportunity for up and coming
content creators.
Yes.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, you just I agree with both you ladies. Just keep up with the work and just keep creating content, because ultimately, if you're starting to create it, you have to continue doing it. You just can't do it half-assed. You can't just do one a day. You got to get and do the work. That's the only way you're going to start making a name for yourself. So,
Yep.
all right, Ksenia, you're amazing, by the way. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. You guys are
Thank
amazing.
you. So but we know the Ferrari song coming out, guys. So one of our new tracks, Ferrari's coming out. But is there anything else you'd like to plug before we go today?
I'd like to say thank you for inviting me. And I want to inspire everyone to follow their dreams and, believe in themselves, in yourself. And I don't know, just work on yourself, believe in yourself, do a good job, do a good content, bring value, and enjoy everything and be grateful. I think this is latest update for me.
Yeah,
like
and everything
that.
else will fall in place.
Yeah.
Being grateful and little things, I feel like gratitude brings more, and it's just one lead to the other. If you do everything with gratitude.
Agreed.
Oh my God.
And cut the negativity out of your life, people. If there's something negative in your life, just cut it out, because it's, it's like we don't have time in our lifetimes to be dealing with negative. Just bring in the
Yeah.
positive energy, like Ksenia said. And Jamie, anything for you today? What are we promoting today?
Gosh, what am I promoting today? Thank you, Suzette, for my attire and my shirts. I love it.
I love it too. Can I have one? I'm
Yes. Well, yes.
would
Let's
look
get
great
her
in it
some
too.
gear, Suzette. Yes. Thank you so much. And your shirt's pretty awesome.
Thank you. This is thank you, John Barbados. I'm a big John Barbados fan. I want to give a shout out to Annie Wang and Younger World Med Spa for myself. And guys, you can find us at anything Dating Intelligence on social
Yes.
media, and my personal is at Fet Sport. Ksenia, thank you so much for coming today, and we just can't wait to hear more of your stuff.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
It was a true pleasure.
All right, guys, that's our show. All right, Jamie, we're out.
Bye.